Okay, so real quick, I want to explain to you what's happening on the coast. Why there's so many hurricanes and so many floods and so many... The coast, just about every coast, has a certain level of karma. And when you see major floods and casualties and people dying and this and that, it's sacrifices. So what happens is when it's a debt of due to pay back to you type of thing. So if you do not know your mysticism, humanity, you gotta tap into your mysticism, your witchcraft, your voodoo, your shamanism, your priestess. Remember, divine feminine, your goddess. I represent the female because that's what I am, but I always call on to humanity. So this message is for whomever is in alignment with my words. I'm here. So I just wanted to tell you guys, when it comes to the coast, it's all about sacrifices, because so much karmic exchange, so much karma, bloodshed in many lifetimes, not just this lifetime, in many lifetimes. That's why you got to get into your mysticism. What you're seeing today is brewed up for eons, lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. Some of you were the opposition. Some of you are here today. So wherever you are here today, know the game you play and why you incarnate. If you listening to this, that means you play a game here and you're a mystic. Don't be fooled. You're a mystic, man or woman. You're a mystic. Goddesses, though, know yourselves. The coast, I'm so ADD, so mind me, like, okay, she was talking about the coast. The coast, the people who receive a certain level of casualties, it's because they owe a debt. And so what happens is the city will give its own people as a casualty. They'll give out millions. That's what the tsunami in Japan was. Those big tsunamis with all those people, they basically, what it is what it looks like just a flood. But what comes in with the flood are what we would call monsters, because we're not used to other beings that don't look like us. But it's a feeding ground. It becomes feeding for the ocean to eat on land. Okay, because they don't tell you there was an Aquarian age. There was an age where there were, you know how there's the ice age? Well, there was an Aquarian age. Some people will debate with you what came first, the land or the water. You know, the question of what comes first, the chicken or the egg, right? So land owes, and it's vice versa too. It's the water that owes the land and the land that owes the water. It's both ways. But right now it's a game of trade. It's a game of trade. It's not even so much karmic as it is a game of trade, because they always trading souls. Souls, you're a soul. Lastly, are you a body? Because you could still be alive, but you're gone. Aspects of you are in the water. It's very, very deep. I say deep because it's not something you can think about analytically. Spirituality is an intuition. So you have to close your eyes when you listen to my stuff. Close your eyes. Don't think about it. Because the things that you're telling me based on what was regurgitated to you. You have to tap in and say, is this woman telling the truth? How do I know this? You close your eyes and you sit in the words. Why am I seeing this? What is this about? Okay, so it's a game of trade, a game of karmic. If you live by the coast, it's that kind of game. Wind is a game of karma. A wind trade. It could be a wind of karmic trade. There's water, wind of dust storms. There's dust storms that come and take. And guess what? The people come back into fruition depending on the people. If it had nothing to do with them, you'll find yourself, hey, oh, nothing happened to me. It could be you in a house. Like I said, houses are portals. If you know your game, a flood can come through and they won't even touch your house. And they'll start getting scared of you. Divine goddesses, know yourselves. So the wind, they're trying to because I seen one report where they said, oh, the wind had already passed the state. But then they saw that someone was able to bring it back. That's occultism. Everything that is done, broadcasted digitally, could be done in the ethers, right? So that's someone, wind magic, water magic, connect. You gotta meditate. If you don't do nothing else, meditate, because it allows you to connect to the ethers, and you'll understand. You'll literally watch something, close your eyes, and ask clarification to know anything, any video, anybody, anything. So there's a lot of trade. There's a lot of karmic trade. It's from with the wind, with the sand, with the waters, with the earth, period. So there's a lot of ruckus, because like the ancestors are back, and I would suggest you have an ancestor altar so your ancestors can fend for you. Ancestor altar is simple. You need water, candle for fire, the 5 elements, the basic 5 elements represented, and acknowledge them. Acknowledge the elements, and remember, you are an element as well. So you want to visit the altar, talk to the altar, talk to your ancestors as if they were alive. Tap into this. Start doing your mysticism, because today that's the answer to a lot of your prayers. A lot of things that happen here physically, people think they're bounded to the physical illusion. No, you can get anything you want. It's all there. It's all within you. It's all exists. You simply align with the energy. You simply align with the energy. Okay? What is it?
Mom.
Know your mysticism, people. Know your game. Know why you here. You're not just here to be here and die. This lifetime and this calling.
Look at that.
Today.
It sparkles.
Anyway, humanity, know your mysticism. Know what game you play. And know if you see hurricanes, winds, earthquakes, from my understanding, are a certain level of curse. You know, the land that it's in, it's barely at its last brink, barely at its last, that's Cali for you. That's Cali. I'm in Florida right now, so right now I'm dealing with the mysticism of water. Mostly water, because I'm a water dragon in the ethers and in the physical realm. A mermaid, and a lot of other things. So find out what you are, what mermaid you are. Yeah, mermaid. Get into your mysticism. Find out who you are.